I am here today not because I want to be. I am terrified. I am here because I believe it is my civic duty to tell you what happened to me while Brett Kavanaugh and I were in high school.
Dr. Ford's allegation is not merely uncorroborated. It is refuted by the very people she says were there.
I believed he was going to rape me. Brett put his hand over my mouth to stop me from yelling. This is what terrified me the most and has had the most lasting impact on my life.
I've never sexually assaulted anyone. Not in high school, not in college, not ever.
Reaction pouring into compelling testimony today from U.S. Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and Blasey Ford, the woman accusing him of sexual assault when they were both in high school. And they addressed a Senate panel, the very committee that is first in line to decide Kavanaugh's fate on the bench. Demonstrators taking to the streets of Washington, D.C. today showing their support for Ford. Among those inside attending the hearing was actress and sexual assault survivor Alyssa Milano, a leader in the Me Too movement.
I know what she's had to go through to be here and present and answer those questions. And I think a lot of women throughout the country and the world understand that idea of not wanting to talk about it, wanting to make it go away. It was important for me to be able to support her and to support survivors everywhere.
Support for Ford also coming from Democratic senators.
I think she's a hero. The courage she's shown to testify in front of the world and relive some of the worst moments of her life is extraordinary. I don't know how any of my Republican colleagues could, after hearing her tell her story, could not only not believe her, but could possibly vote for Brett Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh, of course, is Donald Trump's pick for the U.S. Supreme Court. The U.S. president said to have been watching today's hearing closely, and he's fiercely defended Kavanaugh in recent weeks. Trump's son, Don Jr., also following along, weighing in with criticism of Ford on Twitter, with posts like this one saying, "I'm no psychology professor, but it does seem weird to me that someone could have a selective fear of flying. Can't do it to testify, but for vacation, well, it's not a problem at all." The tweet is in reference to testimony from Ford when asked by the sex crimes prosecutor brought in by Republicans about her anxiety.
May I ask, Dr. Ford, how did you get to Washington?
In an airplane.
It's been reported by the press that you would not submit to an interview with the committee because of your fear of flying. Is that true?
Well, I was hoping that they would come to me, but then realized that was an unrealistic request.
In fact, you fly fairly frequently for your hobbies and you've had to fly for your work. Is that true?
Correct, unfortunately.
As for what's next, there are calls from some Republican governors to delay the confirmation vote on Kavanaugh. Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker tweeting today, "The accusations brought against Judge Kavanaugh are sickening and deserve an independent investigation. There should be no vote in the Senate."